Hello everybody and welcome back to GameRant.com. I'm Anthony Taormina, editor-in-chief of the website. It's mailbag time. All right, so we've got something from our friends at Ugreen. Ugreen, you may have remembered from past mailbags. They do a lot of charging, accessories, power banks, different ways to charge your laptops, your mobile devices, anything that might need a little boost when you're out and about. So they've come out with, Ugreen has, a new retractable series. So there's 4 items in total. We have 2 of them, but the idea of the retractable series is that the USB-C cable that is attached to the item, whether it's these 2 or the other 2, is retractable. So it is attached to the device and then can charge or help with charging your mobile device laptop. And then the cable, the cord, goes back into the device. I'll show you what I mean as we open these 2 items. So we've got 2 of them. So we've got a 100-watt retractable USB Type-C cable from Ugreen. And then we have a power bank with a retractable cable, a 20,000 milliamp hour, up to 100-watt charging power bank. So let's crack into these things. I'll show them off to you. Take a closer look. I'm a big fan of anything that has a built-in cable because having to carry around a power bank and a cable can sometimes be an inconvenience. You know, I love me some wireless charging, and Ugreen does have devices for that, some of which we've featured on past mailbags. Okay, so this is the USB Type-C cable. Can do up to 100 watts. So you've got a little circular guy there, and then you've got 2 USB-Cs. Oh, so they both come out. Okay, interesting. So as you pull one, the other comes out. So you get a pretty good length there. And then as you would expect, it does that. I wasn't sure how it was going to retract. So it seems like when you pull one side, the other side comes out regardless. And then it locks in place. So you get this much distance. And then if you want to retract it on either side, you pull it the full length, so it gives you a little bit of tension, and then it should go back. Let's see if the other side does the same. Yeah, so it does have a little, you can see like a little lip there. So I think, so you can lock it in place and say like, I want it to be that long. And then I would imagine that would prevent it from going back in if, let's say, you just wanted a little less distance, I think. Let's see. So if you want it there, or you want it there, yeah, it kind of locks in, but it seems like you're more likely to just have to do the full distance based on messing around with that. But having it a little more compact, not having to keep winding and unwinding, that's a super huge benefit in my opinion. I carry around a lot of USB cables. I talk about this a lot with my travel bags and whatnot. So being able to have this in like a compact thing where, okay, I'm done with my charger. Here's a scenario that I typically do. Pull out my USB-C cable. I pull out my charger for my watch or my phone or my laptop, and the whole kit and caboodle. I have like a central thing. And then I have to unwind the USB-C cable, plug it in, blah, blah, blah. And then when I'm done and I want to pack up at the end of my stay, I have to rewind. So being able to retract that, it's convenient for me. Is it convenient for you? That's for you to determine. So this normally $15.99, but these retractable items are releasing on July 7th, which is right before Prime Day. So Ugreen is doing a Prime Day sale of 30% off. So you can actually get this guy for $11.99. You'll be able to get this for a discount as well. I'll tell you pricing on that. So any of these retractable series and potentially other Ugreen items, I'm not sure specifically what additional items, but they do have Prime Day sale plan. And for this retractable series, the discount is 30%. So $11.99 if this interests you, buy it during Prime Day, or $15.99 normally. Next up, we have the power bank with the retractable cable. I love me a good power bank. I love me a power bank with an attached cable, and a retractable cable is even better. It does list on the side of the box like what compatible devices it works with. Obviously switch, but Switch 2 as well. So you'll be able to power, I mean, 20,000 milliamp hours is going to get you quite a few charges for your Switch 2. You can charge your laptop. It does up to 100 watts. So you're going to get a decent amount of power supply to your laptop, able to keep it running and keep using it, which is nice. Let's power up together. All right, so I do have a Ugreen power bank that's very similar to this. It just doesn't have the built-in cable. I love these. Let's turn it on. Oh, there's a little guy. Is our little friend? So it shows you like what percent of power you have. So right now it's comes with 38% of charge, and it'll tell you like the different ports. So for example, when you plug it in, it'll tell you like, you can see it's 9 hours and 99 minutes or whatever. It'll tell you how long till it's fully charged. And then you get a USB Type-C and a USB-A at the top, in addition to the retractable cable, which, as I have just witnessed, has a nice little magnetic attachment. So it stays there nice and flush, isn't sticking out. And then let's see, distance-wise, it's pretty good. You know, you get a good amount of distance, and then it locks in place. Pull it again and it retracts. It does also come with that lip that the other one had. So if you wanna, oh no, this one doesn't move. So it's just to protect the cable and hold it. This one moved, that one didn't, but this is just to let you know, okay, the USB cable goes to here, and then you press down, it magnetically attaches. Sits nice and flush, real pretty. I love me a good power bank, and 20,000 milliamp hours, this is gonna be a go-to for sure, especially with the Switch 2. I've been traveling a lot with the Switch 2. So one of the things I did wanna show you guys is the other element of their power banks, which is really cool. So we'll use our cable. So we'll plug it into the plug it into my phone, and then it should show you. So see, it'll show you the different ports, like what power it's giving. So this is giving 9 watts to my phone. It'll show you like, here's what the output is. So let's say we want to charge my other phone. So then it'll show you like what power you're giving to each device. So you're getting 28 watts. So it seems like the main retractable cable gets the priority, gives you the most juice. So we're getting 28 watts. Oh nope, 31.7. It'll jump around, and then 8 using the attached cable. It'll kind of manage that. So like if you plugged in a laptop and the laptop was capable of drawing up to 100 watts, it would pull that 100 watts. But I did just want to show you, that's one of like the cool features of power banks with the display screen, is that you can see, okay, am I actually getting power? How much power am I getting? Is my cable not up to spec in terms of charging and this and that? So I think it's always a helpful benefit to have. Granted, you know, a lot of people are just going to plug it in overnight or something like that. But then you just retract this bad boy, pull that out, you pull that out, you retract this bad boy, and then nice and clean, easy peasy. And you also get, with the power bank, you get a little drawstring bag to fit it in, and then you also get a separate USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable. So though you have the retractable cable, you also get an additional cable for charging the brick while charging something else, or just having something else to connect. I did want to mention those two things. You get them with the power brick. So for the 20,000 milliamp hour power bank with the retractable cable, it's normally MSRP is at $99.99, so just under $100. But during that Amazon Prime sale, as I was mentioning, 30% off, so $69.99 if you're interested in this. I love power banks like this. You can see all the display information, being able to see like what it takes to charge it. It's super, super useful to me, and I'm a fan of it. So again, you've got 2 members of the retractable family that Ugreen has. In addition to that, they also have a car charger, so you plug it into your cigarette lighter, and it has a retractable cable. And then they also have a little tiny dock with a retractable cable. So if you want to check any of those out, you can go to ugreen.com, and those are also 30% off during Prime Day, which I believe is July 8th to the 11th. But all of these items go on sale July 7th. So if you want to get them early and you have to have them, by all means, you can buy them at full price, but they will be on sale as part of Prime Day. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you so much to Ugreen for sending us in these samples from their retractable series. I'm going to be taking these. These are going in the backpack for sure. The travel backpack needs some new items, and stuff with retractable USB-C cables is And thank you so much for watching today's Game Rant Mailbag. I've been Anthony Taormina. Have a great rest of your day.